about riding for you?
I think, the most challenging thing about the riding in general is the relationship with the horse and the training, because you can't just talk to them, they can't tell you what they're thinking. You have to learn to read their body language and they have to learn to read yours, and you find your own way of communicating to them they're very sensitive to your emotions, your tone of voice, and they pick up on that, and I think they really learn to read what signals you give them, and that's what I found most challenging and really most enjoyable about it.
What are some of the biggest lessons that you learned out of playing sports, out of riding?
I think to really enjoy the good moments when they come, because there's a lot that can go wrong in life. Nothing is really solidified in this sport. You can have one great competition, you can come back and compete, and you can have a horrible one. And like I had a competition when I was 15. It was sort of an equivalent of the Junior Olympics, only limited to the US. And I was leading after the dressage and the cross country, and it was my first year there. I was the youngest person, I was doing really well, and I fell off at the last fence of the show jumping and dropped down to 25th. And so things like that, you have to kind of, I find, take it as a learning experience, take it all in stride. I mean, you can't let it get to you to the point where you think, I want to quit, or what. You have to kind of keep moving forward and always be looking forward.
Do you cry when you lose?
No, not usually. I think, the most times I cry is, if I'm really upset at my own performance. Like, I think for me, when I don't perform well, I feel badly for the horse because they suffer from it mostly. Like if I'm riding poorly on cross country, I might make a mistake that can cause them to fall or crash into a fence. So I think that weighs the heaviest on me. And then especially the injury rate in the sport for horses, more so than the other two disciplines of dressage and show jumping alone, the injury rate is very high, and I think that's the most that I've cried, is when a horse, you're doing so well, you have a great partnership, and then just an injury that can put them out for quite a long time.
Which one do you like most, dressage, show jumping, or cross country?
The cross country the most.
You like
by
cross
far.
country?
Mm-hmm.
It looks scary to me. It's like do or die.
It's very scary, and I actually used to be a very timid rider. The cross country, I mean, it still terrifies me when I'm going out on course, but it's kind of a personal challenge for me to try and overcome that, and it's taught me so much about being more self-confident, relying on myself. I have no one out there helping me out, telling me what to do. I have to make decisions, and I have to make them quickly, and have to trust in my decisions, and I think that's what I really liked about it, is it's taught me quite a bit.
You were born in the US or in Thailand?
I was born in Thailand.
Oh, you're born in Thailand?
Yes, and then my mom took me back to the US when I was 18 days old.
Are you a US citizen as well?
I am. I'm both, dual.
So why did you pick to represent Thailand?
I wanted to feel more Thai. I wanted to represent Thailand in a sport where they don't get a whole lot of representation. It's a growing sport, and I think the more I can help it take root and really promote, I think the better. And just because my mom is Thai and I consider myself Thai, I wanted to come ride for Thailand rather than the US, which the US has plenty of great riders. I wanted to come help Thailand as much as I could.
So what's your goal for the Olympics?
To really go and put in a performance I can be proud of, and really try and do as well as I can, have a performance that's equal to that I've been having this past year when I've done well. I think, to me, the main goal is not to let the pressure, of competing in so much atmosphere and against such kind of a high level of competitors. It's quite intimidating. So I think not letting that get to me is going to be a big part of it, and just giving performance that hopefully the Thai people can be proud of.
when we talk about the Olympics, it might still be a faraway dream for a lot of young Thai people. What would be your advice to them?
I think, even because it is a far-off dream, it will take a long time to get there. Like for me, sticking with my dream all really depended on kind of focusing on what it was that drove me to want that and remembering that in the daily training, because it does get very tedious and it's very easy when you have a rough competition or even a rough day to feel like you're done with this, or when a horse gets hurt. I think that's the hardest point to push yourself to keep going past is you can be doing so well and then all of a sudden all your dreams are shattered because your horse gets injured and isn't going to come back for it, or even gets they take a while to heal, so lots of injuries last years. And I think to keep yourself from getting discouraged, you have to kind of hang on to those brilliant moments that you have where you think, this is my passion, this is what I really want to do, and you have to remember that when you're having a rough time.
So when you ride in London, middle of this year, think of Thailand. We'll all be cheering for you.
Thank you. I would appreciate that a lot.
Nina has been training very hard, and she's definitely another athlete for us Thai and Asian fans to cheer on when we watch the Olympics. See you next week. สวัสดีค่ะ